You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to jump on here this morning and talk about how I was time broke. So I ain't gonna be on here long. I was just sitting out here putting Treasure on the bus, and I was thinking about when she was a baby, how time broke I was. I know some people might not know that term, but like I like to use time broke because I didn't have enough time in the day. I felt like it wasn't enough hours in the day. When Treasure was born, I worked at White Oak Manor in Tron. I had went on a third shift Baylor, so Travis was having to tend to her, and I was coming home, and thank the Lord she couldn't crawl or nothing like that because we would like literally rotating. He went to school during the day, and I worked third shift, so we had this little baby, homegirl right here, and it worked out good until homegirl could move around, and she was getting up during the day and stuff like that. So it was like I just didn't have enough hours in the day to do anything. I was still trying to like run a business. Y'all know I've been preaching this LLC philosophy for
Because you get a lot of money.
I've been preaching this LLC philosophy for years because I seen in doing people's taxes and stuff, having a W-2 was like doo-doo. Like, you can't deduct nothing. They done took taxes out, and most of the time people file 9, so they ain't getting no taxes taken out, like, and it come back to haunt them later in life. But I we finally like put Treasure in daycare, and I started a job at Broughton, the state mental hospital. If for some of my people who ain't familiar with North Carolina stuff, I started a job at Broughton, and it was a good paying job. I love my job, but I would not have done it for free. But I still had a little baby and 3 other kids, so I felt time broke. Like, I kept praying and asking, like, how, I know, Lord, you can't make no more time in the day. I know it's only 24 hours. Give me the strength to just keep getting up and doing what I'm doing and stuff. Like, my last, like, 2 or 3 jobs I lost because I was not on time or something to do with my family. So I just wanted to get on here and encourage you guys that are like seeking entrepreneurship. Like, right now you might be working your 9 to 5. Like, let that fund the business. Let that fund what you really want to do in life or whatever. I love my jobs. I love working with people. I love taking care of people. I even loved having a corporate tax job in Texas, but I would not have done that for free. So it came with so many stipulations and stuff like that, and I literally watched as a CNA like people drop dead, and before they even get embalmed, that they've been replaced. So I knew and realized that I was just a pulse. I was just somebody there to fill and meet their staffing needs. I was getting raises that was like a percentage of my hourly rate. So if I was only making $12 an hour, which was very good then, I was only getting like maybe 5% raise of $12. Most time your review is done by somebody that is, your supervisor and stuff like that. And I don't know about y'all, but most of the time they started like not liking me when it was time for my yearly review, and they started acting real funny and stuff like that. And it's just a bad feeling when your paycheck and your family's livelihood is dependent on if your boss like you that week. Or I went back to work after each one of my kids and had to start all the way over. Like, I worked my way up to med aid and have a baby and had to start all the way over. Like, I literally trained my replacements. So that just made me feel broke. Like, it didn't matter how much money I earned or how much overtime I done. And let's talk about the overtime. Whenever I would do overtime, it was like taxed double. Like, I worked all these extra hours and y'all taxed it some more. Why would you do me like that? So all this stuff sort of like pushed me into entrepreneurship, because I believe, like, you know, the Bible say in Habakkuk 2:2 to write the vision and make it plain. That's what I started doing. I got my notebooks out and I started writing what I wanted my life to look like by the time she got in school and stuff. And it was rough and stuff, like and Treasures and my oldest son, he's seen all these transitions and had to live through them. So I just didn't want life to be like that.
Right?
For them. Trey and Tia's, they seen me work all those jobs and stuff, and seen Daddy go through school and work all those different places and stuff. So I just wanted to come on here and encourage anybody that has like a business idea. Like, I'm gonna start trying more to yeah, teachers have business ideas too, because it's things that teachers can do after school. They can tutor kids and do other things, do learning programs and do all kinds of things. Like, I really like talking to people and listening to their ideas and stuff, because sometimes we have to have somebody to bounce ideas off of or whatever. So I'm recruiting right now for tax preparers, and people hear tax preparer and they're like, no, I don't want to do taxes, I don't want to deal with that or whatever. But sometimes you need something to fund your dreams. So let's say you are an artist, a rapper or whatever, and you need to fund your next project. If you do taxes, then that's gonna fund your next project. No, ma'am. So we gotta like start thinking outside the box and start sharing like our experiences and stuff like that. I know it's Friday. I know people have got paid. I know what it feels like to get paid on Friday and be broke, like literally broke on Friday, because you're taking care of your responsibilities and stuff. That's how I got into like photography and like other little side hustles and stuff. And for the people who already have like side hustles, we need to get your side hustle legit. I help people set up businesses, get their LLCs, get everything in order. And for my people who already have their LLCs and stuff in order, get back out here for this bus come. For the people who honey, I don't know who you are, but you about to get blocked, deleted, and all that. For the people who already have LLCs, I'm gonna be working with y'all to help you establish business credit, so that you're not paying out of pocket for your business, because that leaves us broke too, because we had this idea and we want it to be grand and we see what we want it to be. So but we having to take money out of our pocket to fund it. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sitting out here talking about how I was time broke, about my days of dropping Treasure off at daycare. I just done been through some stuff, honey. Treasure was going to daycare and the daycare didn't open till like 6:30, and I had to be in Morganton by 7. I don't know you, Nathan Smith, but honey, I rebuke you. I'm about to delete your comment and I'm gonna block you. You have a wonderful day. I don't know what's going on in your life that you keep coming for me in my Facebook, but you have a wonderful life. You are definitely getting blocked. I can't even erase the fool's comment. that's just like the devil. When you're trying to encourage somebody and you're trying to get people like
Hi,
to
Gigi.
Chris, she said, "Hey Gigi." When you're trying to encourage people and stuff, the devil is always gonna show up. Like, I know I'm doing something right because I did not want to come out here and talk to y'all. I just want to sit out here like I do every morning and wait for Trisha's bus and tell her bye. But it's been on my heart to talk to people about entrepreneurship and like what it's like. What it's like going through the stages of transitioning from being, you know, a regular 9-to-5 worker to an entrepreneur. What it's like being a mom and an entrepreneur. Like, I really want to connect with people. And I was talking to my hairstylist, Leslie, yesterday, and she was saying, like, that she asked people, what would you do for free? Like, that's how you find your calling, your passion and stuff. And we you know, every time I get in her chair, we talk about something and it manifests. So sometimes you need somebody. My best friend is on here, and she is my person I bounce ideas off of, and you know, she holds me accountable. She Miss Crystal Anderson, she holds me accountable. She tell me when I'm being petty and all that stuff. You need to connect with people that are doing better than you. You need to connect with people who want to do better and stuff. So don't ever think that you gotta stay stuck in the same circle. Like, that's what it starts feeling like when God's about to transform your whole life. Because literally my life 2 years ago was completely different. Like, but if you like start writing your plan down, you trust God and like do the work. You gotta do the work. Faith without works is dead. You have to do the work. There's no shortcut. There, you know, there's no overnight successes. There's always somebody that's been working hard, been grinding hard. That's not the bus, that's the trash truck. There's no overnight successes. You know, they never published the stories and stuff of how people like had to struggle and stuff until they made it. Like, we've had our air mattress days. We've stayed with our friends. We come back from Texas and had nowhere to go with kids. So the Lord has definitely brought us out, and we are trying to reach back and bring some more people out. As much as I hate like the mindset of some of the small town friendly people, I do understand that this is my assignment to help some people. I'm gonna take on a couple of you just bust out running. Trish just starts running sometimes. I'm gonna take on a couple of people, helping them start and establish their business and stuff, and get them up to the level where they can have established business credit, because it's just unlocked so much more potential and stuff. And I'm gonna try to get on here as much as possible, give you guys some encouragement and update you on what's going on. If you care. If you don't care, then keep scrolling. That's perfectly fine with me, because you definitely get blocked like Mr. Nathan or whatever that dude's name was that came on here talking that crazy smack. But I just wanted to encourage you guys. Like, I wasn't here a couple years ago. My baby done been to daycares, which I had to sign up for daycare in Texas and all kinds of stuff. Like, I'm really grateful. That's another thing too. That's another thing, being grateful for what little bit that you do have. Like, whenever we had like our little air mattress days, honey, I was thankful for an air mattress that would support my weight, because we would wake up and the air mattress would be completely flat. So I started doing a gratitude journal and affirmations, just speaking life over my own life, because it wasn't much to it. Like, it wasn't much to it, and you know, the enemy will always give you some kind of reason why you should just end it. So with the gratitude journal, I was able to at least go back and look and say, hey, 2 days ago I was happy about this. Look at this crazy little girl. I think that's your bus too. You have a good day. I love you. Pull that mask up. Pull that mask up. So this is what time freedom looks like. Being able to put my baby on the bus. Because I wasn't able to do that a couple years ago. So I just wanted to share that a little bit with you. Ways to figure out like what your passion is. Like I said, what Leslie said, what will you do for free? Bye, Treasure, love you. What will you do for free? And then if you know what your passion is and you know what like your craft or skill is, then how many of those skills, like my sister sells these, let me plug her right quick. My sister sells these signs and craft objects. I don't know what you say. She's a crafter. She sells stuff like that. And I told her, Nay, how many of these signs, how many projects do you have to complete to supplement your income? Or like Miss Shauna said, I need that. I've been trying to do that. Okay, I got you, sweetie. Miss Shauna, she figure out, I know she's already a nurse. I use her for example. How many t-shirts or how many t-shirt orders would you have to make to supplement your income so that you can tell your job, I'm sorry, but I'm donating this back to society. I don't need this job no more. And so that's the way you gotta look at it, that I'm leaving this job so somebody else can have a good job because I've found a way to supplement my own income. And then also, you are gonna enjoy the tax benefits because when you got a W-2, you can't do it. Ain't no wiggle room. The way that Trump is able to pay like $250 in taxes for a whole year is because he's a business owner, and it is different. Like tax deductions and stuff, is so much stuff that you can deduct, like my hairstyle, because I need it to keep up my appearance as a senior vice president with One Stop Taxes. So little stuff like that. Even like purchasing a car and stuff as a business owner, that's what I'm gonna get into with my people, with my people that I'm gonna guide to success. So if you are one of these people and you like, I need your help, then please reach out to me, because not next week, but the week after next, I'm gonna start sitting down with the business owners and the future business owners and the side hustlers, and we're gonna start planning their taxes out and making sure that you're not paying too much money in taxes, making sure that you are getting all your expenses and stuff like that together, because it's so many expenses and I mean like so many deductions and stuff that you can take but you don't know. Like it's stuff that people do, like sell cakes and stuff like that. It wasn't until PPP came out and stuff that people were like, hey, this is a real job, like this is a real business, I'm gonna do something with it. So, and then I know it's a whole bunch of y'all out there that's done filed these PPPs and everything might not have been in order. I will help you guys with that, especially if you are one of my tax clients. I will help you with your PPP forgiveness. Praise the Lord, my PPP done been forgiven. People won't talk about that so bad, but just like Jesus forgave my sins and threw them into the sea of forgetfulness, honey, the SBA did the same thing. Won't they do it? So next time y'all hear somebody talking about that, y'all let them know that it's been forgiven. So that's enough about that petty stuff. But if PPP open up again, I want to make sure that I I don't want to be the only person on the list. I want to make sure that all my people is on the list. All my people. I want to take full advantage of this. So if something happened and everything shut down and PPP open back up, y'all definitely need to be hollering at Mooney taxes and more. So I'm gonna get off of here. But I just wanted y'all to think about your passion. Think about, are you time broke? Do you have enough time in your day? And what can you do to design like the ideal life for you? I've been able to basically do what I want to do, and experience time freedom. Like I watched other people in my last like business opportunity. I watched other people live out having time freedom, but to experience it myself, to not have to set an alarm clock. The only reason I set an alarm clock is because my kids had to get up and go to school, and the rest of the day is mine. It's a wonderful feeling. It is a challenge, but I mean, hey, it could be worse. I guess the rest of the world is realizing that is not. Why would I go to work and work a job that's barely paying me enough to pay for my child to go to daycare? And I had to pay for them to go to daycare. Like, if I'm only making $300 a week and it's $200 a week for my child to go to daycare, I need to find something else to supplement some income, or I need to find a job that's gonna pay me enough, And it's a million jobs out there. I'm not anti-job, because if you ever wanted a job, then honey, you can probably get whatever job you want right now if you want it. But I'm just all about people feeling comfortable and living their best life, because we don't know. We can be here today and gone today. And I just want to take full advantage of every day that God give me on this earth. I want to help as many people as I possibly can that will let me. Will y'all let me help y'all? I want to help as much people as I possibly can and encourage as much people as I possibly can to take their lives into their own hands and design the life that they want to live. So let me go back over some of the stuff that I've done. I started writing in a gratitude journal, and I started writing a journal of what I wanted to do. I started doing affirmations. I would put them on my wall. I do vision board. I put my vision board on my phone, like, so every time I pick up my phone, my vision board is right there. I can see it. Honey, you need hella prayer. You need to pray without ceasing. And just get around some people that's gonna hold you accountable, and that's gonna want you to reach your goals and want you to, live your best life. Cause once you get past that, like the titles and stuff, like, oh, that's been my friend since 3rd grade, but homegirl jealousy, so you gotta cut her loose. Like, once you get past that stuff, you'll start feeling like that's what all the uncomfortable stuff was for. You on your job and you uncomfortable. You ready to quit. You ready to walk out. I used to quit every day at Broughton. I was quitting. But I love the job. But I was quitting every day. You can't make it make sense. But that's how we are. We love the money, but we don't see another way to make the money. Or sometimes we got to get out of our own way. So I hope this is some encouragement for somebody. And I am recruiting for One Stop Taxes, the fastest growing tax franchise in America. And I never been to my boss's house. I definitely never been to no family event of my boss's. So One Stop is it's a family for us. It is a family. It's definitely been what I prayed for, what the Lord manifested in my life. And they be calling me thank you, One Stop Taxes, because I say it so much, but I am thankful for them, because this is what gave me my time freedom. This is what has elevated my family, and this is what my grandkids is gonna like know, like we own a tax business. So I'm gonna get off here and start my day, and I hope you guys Friday is extremely blessed. I hope you got amazing plans for the weekend, and I hope you are just giving off good vibes all day. If anybody's giving off bad vibes and they're around you, just tell them please go ahead and social distance, get away from you, okay? But I love you guys, and y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all pray for Nathan, because he definitely, I don't know what was going on with him. He was needing some kind of cream or something, but y'all pray for him. I will be coming back on here regularly for some encouragement, tax tips, business ideas, and just some updates. I'm gonna do better. Okay, y'all have a wonderful Friday.